Hello everyone, welcome in a brand new video. Today we're going on a small trip just for one day and we're taking you again with us, so let's go, let's explore. So we had some traffic jam, so we still have to ride 109 kilometers. It's a little bit more than 1 hour and 1 hour and 30 minutes. So we're still going, but we lost a lot of time. But we're now stopped for a small snack, some breakfast at the gas station. So if that's yep, yeah, thank you. Bon appetit.
Wow.
So we finally arrived at our destination. We are now at a small town. It's not really small, it's almost a city, I guess. It is a city. It is Boulogne-Sur-Mer, a town or a city. There is a lot of wind, so... But these are the old city walls of the town. So we're going to the downtown, the old town, and then we're heading to another location. So we're on a small trip. We're going to some locations here in France on the coast. We've never done them before. It's gonna be pretty awesome. It's pretty chilly. It's not really cold, but it's chilly because of the wind, because we are very close by the North Sea. But yeah, we're gonna take you with us. We saw a couple of cool churches on our way to this place, so we're gonna find them, search them, and explore the town for a little bit. Boulogne-Sur-Mer in France. And Lindsay is making her bag.
Ik heb ook een schorstakbeu.
So these are probably the old city gates where we have to walk through. Let's see. So we came from that direction somewhere. A lot of houses, a lot of traffic also. Oh yeah, that's going to the older town. So we're now on top of the city wall, and you have a small overview of the suburbs of the city, the newer parts of the town, and this is the way we came in through here. See a lot of traffic going on. It's a pretty busy town actually. And here is some promenade just for walking, and then here you see the old houses with the chimneys. And then the big, like, capital. I don't know if it's a church or a capital. I have to look it up for you guys. I have to look it up what it is. And then when you walk over there, let me show you guys real quick. If you walk to this part, you see like the old streets. So I looked really quick what this place is, and it's a basilic. It's called also Notre Dame, like in Paris. It's a basilic with a crypt, so there are some underground systems here in this basilic. Now it's with payment, and we don't have really time to do some museums or churches on the inside, but the outside is pretty cool actually. Really nice, really nice. Really like it. Also the statues.
Alleen jammer dat er in de stelling.
Yeah, they're working on it. So there are some there's work going on. I don't see any workmen, but there is definitely some renovation going on. We just walked through some small street with some shops and some restaurants. A lot of them are closed. Maybe due to coronavirus, I have no idea. It's a nice building over there. Also here the old cobblestones everywhere. I have no idea what this place is. Place de la Résistance. It's the place of the resistance. Huh? Yeah? Called the place of the resistance. Verzet, yeah. A lot of cars here also. Some parking space.
Nou, het is jammer dat daar niet veel auto's.
Yeah. It's a really old building from the Middle Ages, I guess. Like an old Belfort, an old tower from the Middle Ages. It looks like a church, but it doesn't have a church symbol. But it really looks, it has the shape of a church. It says some things like it was for the wounded. They fell during the war, I guess, something like that. Maison des Invalides de guerre, hors de guerre et anciens combattants. It's like more like a small gazebo. Some garden. Yeah. Also one of the entry points to go to the older town. Really well preserved actually. I really like it when the old city walls are still intact, because all the city walls of this Boulogne-Sur-Mer is still intact. It's really cool to see. There is not much left of that anymore. And here we have some beautiful tree. The colors are changing. It's fall, it's October, it's Halloween almost. Some statue of a guy. Looks like a garden or something. I have no idea, it's pretty big actually. A lot of people are wearing their masks, but it's not so crowded, so I don't know why they're wearing it. Maybe you must wear it here, but I don't really see the point of it when there is not a lot of people. Like, so you see, Lindsay's are all alone. Some guy with his dogs, some freaking pigeons flying. They attack! Pigeon attack! The Germans are back. So I was just telling Lindsay, just imagine this place is more than 500 years old, or maybe 1000 years old. I don't exactly know it, but these are all the old city walls. And that there are guards up there, and you come here with your horse or with your army to invade this place. It's really amazing. It's really cool to see. It's a really high wall. Really, I think it's at least like 8 meters, maybe 10 meters. It's a really big wall. And this was then sort of a natural defense, because you see that all the buildings over there are like newer buildings, so they are from like what, the Second World War, after the Second World War, restored. But imagine in the Middle Ages there was nothing but fields, and then this was the city, because this was the city wall. So there was nothing around it, maybe some stables or some farms, but not much. But this was the big city back in the days. All those pigeons over there, they're taking over the castle. It's now the pigeons' castle. We're now standing under the bridge of a castle. So here's the castle. Over there, across the water, there is like a small fishing boat or something. Probably from the castle one day. I really like this castle, it's really nice. Yo guys, we're standing. Yo. Yeah, I have my sunglasses on because the sun is pretty annoying. So we're now at the sea, we're at the North Sea, we're at La Mer in français. We're going to a small fortress. Normally when the water is close, there is you can't go to the fort, and when the water is away, you can go to the fort. Some small boats. So we're now at the sea. So the water is pretty far away, but as you can see, the water comes all the way through here, and then the fort is like almost surrounded, and that is the Fort Mahon. It's closed now, but it's also a renovation, I think, on the backside. But yeah, there is a lot of wind, so I have to talk a little bit louder than normal. But this is the fort that we wanted to visit, with the dunes on the background. It's awesome, guys. And really, the sea smell, the salt of the sea. Breathe it in, breathe it in. There were some people, they just came out of the water. They just came out of the water because they were like kayaking and like windsurfing and shit. There is literally no one here. Literally no one. Just some seagulls. Have to be careful where we step because there is a lot of water. So you can see the water comes all the way at this point. This is over there. There's some guy who's going to windsurf or some shit. I hope you guys can understand me because there is a lot of wind here at the sea. I think it's like 5 or 6 before. So the sea, it's pretty rough. Rougher, I think, than normal. There are a pretty amount of waves. Normally I don't really like the sea because the Belgian coast is pretty just dead. There are no waves. There is literally only old people. There is literally nothing to do. I really hate it. But the sea and the French part is awesome. Look at this. I think they're all mussels. Yeah, I think they're all mussels. Looks like some seaweed over here. There is no much sand, it's all stone. And the sand begins right over there. So where the waves end. Look at this amazing view, guys. It's awesome. Here you have some sort of creek, some place that's going to the sea. It's a small river and it's going towards the sea. And the sea is over there by the boats. So this is the fortress. The fortress is closed. It's gonna be open again in April of 2021. So it closed in the end of September. So it's only open in spring and summer period this time, I guess. I can't read everything because it's in French. Some parts I can read. Yeah, they did some renovation work over the years. It's really interesting to see, actually. It's always fun, these old structures. Like the old wooden gate. This was probably the big entrance. And again, some freaking pigeons on top. I think here are some opening hours. Yeah. It's not open quite often, actually. So guys, we're heading back to the car now. We came from Fort Mahon. There was literally almost no one, no people there. Just some people who went kite surfing or windsurfing. We're now heading back to the car, as I said, and we're going to the next spot called, you know it? No? Something like Le Cap Gris-Nez or something like that. It's with a lighthouse.
Oh yeah. Lighthouse.
So guys, we are at our next stop at Cap Gris-Nez. It's a place here in France at the coast where you can see the white rocks or the white cliffs, not of Dover, from England. Maybe if we have a little bit of luck we can see them, but normally we have to go to the white cliffs and we can see them from France, from the white cliffs of France.
Oui.
Oui. We're looking really suspicious now. We're like bandits, criminals. So we are right here, and that's the way to England. And this is Cap Blanc-Nez with the white cliffs and rocks, so you can see them from here all the way to there. They also have some abandoned shipwrecks here in the neighborhood. Normally we're not going to go to them. Oh look, this is the Fort Mahon with it. Really nice. So over there, the white cliffs, that's England. We have luck today. It's a pretty nice day today. There is a lot of wind, but the clouds are not so much clouds. So we can see over there, that's England. A piece of England. Because there are too many clouds and then you don't see the cliffs anymore, but there you see the white cliffs. It's amazing. It's freaking England. So that was England. There were the white cliffs of England. That's pretty cool. And over there, that's the part of France. You can see the Blanc-Nez. It's also really cool, actually. Later we're going to the lighthouse, but first Lucy wanted to come to this side. Yeah, you can see here the other side of France, the Blanc-Nez. That's our next stop. Also, we're gonna stop there also. So let's see. Of course, very known here also the Atlantic Wall from Italy during the Second World War. And some pretty amazing. Like here, you have some pretty amazing bunkers, and also. This was some fortress. It was a military fortress of Henry VIII, the King of England. That's pretty cool, actually. There are a lot of sheep here, just roaming the fields, grazing, just eating some grass. Then over there is the lighthouse. That's for the next stop. Lindsay is over there walking towards the viewpoint. That's England. That's the coast of England with the white cliffs. Then here we have some other ships. We have, of course, the North Sea, or the canal. We call it canal, the canal. And then here we have the fortress, a little bit further. And then some ships. Pretty amazing. So here you can see the history of this place. From here, from the 1900s, then to 1930. And then here from the Second World War, when the Germans occupied Europe. Some pretty heavy fire and artillery from England to the French coast and back. 1944, bombardment that left the coast in ruins. And then about the guards from the lighthouse. And then how it is almost nowadays. They changed it. Now in 2011 they made something new. So it's pretty nice. There's some documentary about this place. I think it's so strange to see that these lands were once occupied like 75 years ago. That's not so long ago. Occupied by the Germans. That Europe was in full war. That's a full-scale war. That's just insane. So here are one of the strongest winds. More than 10 years ago, 30 years ago, there was a meeting of 151 kilometers an hour. That's pretty heavy. That's really stormy weather. I think this is one of the holes they meant by the history board, and they said because of the bombing it was like the moon, a lot of craters and a lot of holes in the floor, and I think this is one of them. That's actually cool. I think, yeah guys, I don't really know. There is the lighthouse. That's our last stop at Cap Gris-Nez, and then we're going further to Cap Blanc-Nez. I think it's called Cap Blanc-Nez. And then yeah, so on our way to the lighthouse. So hello guys and girls, we're walking towards the beach again in France, a little bit further than the Cap Gris-Nez, and we're searching for an abandoned ship, but it's probably all in the water, but there is an abandoned ship, and it's called the Lord Grey or something like that. The Lord Grey. So let's find the ship, and let's see if it's really abandoned, and if it's here. Excitement. Ooh. So because of the tides, the water is way too close to us, so we can't see the ship. The ship is all the way around there somewhere, and that's why we can't see the ship now. So we have to wait hours and hours when the sea is back at its lowest point, and then you can walk to the ship, or else you have to swim to it. But it's freaking October, so we don't go swimming to the ship, and you can't see the ship right now. So yeah, we have to come back one day when and look for the tide schedule. That's a shame, eh? So we can't see the abandoned ship. It's all the way at its lowest point, and it's almost now at its highest point, the waves, the sea. So, and that point is where we're going next. That's our next stop, and other stop was around the corner over there. And over there, I can see it, but I don't think you can see it on the DJI. There is England, the cliffs of England, all the way across there. That's England. So the white ship you see over there is the P&O boat. It's a boat and it comes from Calais. So Calais is right over there, the city in France, and there you take the boat, with your car or a bus or something. You go to that ship, and it goes all the way there to the white cliffs of Dover. So it's not a long trek; it's like 35 to 40 kilometers. But there is the city of Calais, and it goes all the way over there. It takes you approximately like 1 hour, 2 hours at this time.